My dorky little sister is laughing when she should be down here doing my chores!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 cartoon siblings you're glad aren't yours.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Come on, Crabagale. Let's see what you've got.
Wait! Stop! I just want to punch you!
For this list, we'll be looking at those animated brothers and sisters, but excluding anime, who have perfected the art of being the worst. Which cartoon siblings would make great brothers and sisters? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Amy. Total drama.
Break my phone!
Oh, sorry.
$1 million can bring out the worst in people, but Amy's evilness is already fully formed when she arrives at Pockatoo Island. As Sammy's slightly older twin sister, Amy seems to delight in making her sibling feel forever worthless. Not only does the terrible teenager verbally mock and physically hurt her sister, but Amy loves nothing more than to adopt Sammy's successes as her own.
I'm the beauty and the brains. You're the doer of stuff that stinks.
The worst thing about the whole situation is that Amy is a brilliant con artist, and one that can pull the wool over the eyes of everyone.
Amy is a monster. How could you say that? I'm your sister.
Number 9. Bart Simpson, The Simpsons. Every member of the Simpson family is iconic and relatable, but the cartoon naturally takes things to the extreme in the pursuit of a laugh. Although he does mellow out somewhat in later seasons, Bart is still the ultimate personification of a rebellious child, and can be a downright infuriating older brother.
It's really time for you to go to bed.
Although the siblings love each other, Bart and Lisa cannot help but regularly butt heads.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
While Lisa can dish it out with the best of them, Bart's antics tend to be more physical and mean-spirited. Bart is the type of brother who will protect his siblings from bullies, but more because that type of thing should be kept in the family.
Bart! You don't even care! You don't even care!
Number 8. Terrence. Foster's home for imaginary friends. He's a big brother so unlikable that even an imaginary friend cannot stand him. Terrence wakes up in the morning hoping to find a way to make the life of his younger brother Mac miserable.
Wait! Stop! I just want to punch you!
Fueled by an unbridled hatred for his brother's imaginary friend, Terrence tries everything within his power to ruin Mac's most meaningful friendship, and seems to feel genuine joy at the mere thought of succeeding.
Okay, Terrence, do your worst.
Oh, don't worry. I will. Now this'll only hurt for a second.
The character seemingly exists solely to serve as an occasional antagonist in the cartoon and practically nothing more. Terrence appears to be a sibling born to be unapologetically awful and cruel, which is a role he embraces wholeheartedly.
No, please! Not that!
Number 7. D.W. Reed, Arthur. The most irritating characters tend to be the ones who are not completely removed from reality.
If you don't have a little sister, you probably think it's really cool or something, but DW is a different story.
Especially in Arthur's earlier seasons, DW is there to make the titular character's life harder for no real reason. Describing DW as an annoying little sister would be an understatement, as the character could earn a gold medal in pettiness.
I can't see. Move your head. You're not the boss of me, Mr. Goopy. DW, please move your big, enormous, large, gopher-looking head.
DW is manipulative, seems to cherish opportunities to go against Arthur's wishes, and can have a mean streak that is quite vicious. Now, a lot of the character's less flattering traits can be credited to DW's age, but it's hard not to think she's a nightmare for a preschooler.
Well, looks like I'm not the only one with good taste around here.
Number 6. Cree Lincoln, codename Kids Next Door. Some siblings are annoying, others are dismissive, and a small handful aspire to be Saturday morning cartoon villains.
Come on, Crabagale. Let's see what you've got.
Abigail's sister Cree used to be a member of the Kids Next Door, but the former number 11 embraces adolescence with a turn to the dark side and a burgeoning taste for mass murder. While a fun character, Cree could also write a book on being what's probably the most psychotic sibling imaginable.
The Kids Next Door moon base.
Now I can detach it from the moon and send it into the sun!
Cree once considered sending Abigail and a group of other kids on a one-way trip to the sun, only deciding against it because another villain had already failed to make the same plan work.
Time for plan B.
Think you could use some help?
Sure, kid. Come on.
Number 5. Vicky, the Fairly Odd Parents. When a bully is so amazingly wretched that magic has to interfere on behalf of their victim, then they are truly a special type of evil.
My dorky little sister is laughing when she should be down here doing my chores!
As Timmy's terrifying babysitter, Vicky is basically a monster with almost no redeeming qualities, and the teenager does not treat her sister Tootie any better.
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you!
Along with being able to manipulate adults without any trouble, Vicky goes out of her way to torment and isolate Tootie. For Vicky, harassing children seems to be a way to pass the time and add some excitement to her life.
Ear cleaner? Nostril scrubber? And painful high-speed clothes dryer!
Number 4. Blackfire, Teen Titans. Cunning, vindictive, and two-faced, Blackfire would be a nightmare to deal with even if the Tamaranians' powers were not in play. While Starfire is generally wholesome and kind-hearted, Blackfire is a trickster who holds a special kind of contempt for her sibling.
I see you haven't changed a bit. When we were little, I was always rescuing Starfire.
In both of the villains' appearances, Blackfire is specifically driven to ruin Starfire's life, be it through a frame job or an arranged marriage to a husband who seems to be mostly made of snouts.
Starfire, meet your groom. Glurtle Skletch.
Blackfire can also be incredibly charming if the situation calls for it, which is generally whenever an opportunity presents itself to harass Starfire.
With its powers enhancing my own, I can rule Tamaran with an iron fist! No one will dare challenge me!
Number 3. Dee Dee, Dexter's Laboratory. Quick, lock the laboratory. Dee Dee is a bit of a puzzle. On the one hand, the good-natured girl is optimistic, sincerely adores her brother, and doesn't have a mean bone in her body. However, Dee Dee is an unwitting force of chaos, someone who cannot help but bring madness to Dexter's life. While Dexter is hardly without flaws, Dee Dee's obliviousness seems to get supercharged when it involves her brother.
Dee Dee, come down here this instant and take off my suit!
Dee Dee is not especially detestable, but she would be a near impossible sister to stand being around for more than a few minutes.
Why do you do this? You're so stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Number 2. Azula, Avatar: The Last Airbender. As the princess of one of the worst fathers in animation and the sister of Zuko, Azula is a product of her environment.
Wait, who's that?
That's a problem. It's my sister and her friend.
An environment that encouraged a relentless pursuit of power and celebrated a readiness to step on those deemed weaker. Azula is cruel, arrogant, and frankly dangerous, a sibling who has very little affection or empathy to share.
I'm sorry it has to end this way, brother.
No, you're not.
Perhaps in a world not torn by war, Azula's sadistic urges could have given way to a more pleasant personality, but there would always be that ever-present fear that an argument could lead to third-degree burns.
Goodbye, Zuko.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few dishonorable mentions. Candace Flynn, Phineas and Ferb, because she wants to be in control of everything, including her siblings.
Yes! I actually busted Phineas and Ferb! This is the happiest moment of my life!
Gaz Membrane, Invader Zim, because she's terrifying.
I'll wait until you sleep and stuff all of your paranormal junk into your big, giant paranormal head and chew on your eyeballs after I pluck them out!
Wayne Cramp, the Cramp Twins, because life is hard enough without a sibling who has an interest in traps.
This is all your fault! You got anything to eat in here?
Shelly Marsh, South Park, because braces are not an excuse to beat Stan up.
Ready to go, Stan?
The Platypus Brothers, Camp Lazlo, because 4 of these older siblings is 4 too many.
All right, listen up, people. It's time to whip you sorry scouts into shape. Old school!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Eddy's brother, Ed, and Eddy. Despite only appearing for a few minutes in the feature-length finale, Eddy's older brother is so unequivocally the worst, he manages to make Ed's younger sister Sarah seem like a treasure.
Ed, you get back here or I'm telling Mom!
After a series of being bigged up by Eddy, the fearsome sibling shows up and instantly proves his brother's stories were just fiction.
All for nothing, huh? Still the troublemaking Eddy, I see.
In truth, Eddy's brother uses his younger sibling as a punching bag, both physically and also emotionally. Eddy is treated so disgracefully by his adult brother, the rest of the kids decide to forgive the Eds for 6 seasons of scams before joining forces to take down the bully.
Uncle!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.